So what can we do? We need to learn from the past. We need to move forward to the future. We need innovation. We need to make more from less. Less is more. We are part of the modern consumption society where we get told, you need a lot of that. Look into the cupboards of some of yourselves. Maybe you have 10 times more clothes, 10 times more shoes than you actually need. The houses in Malaysia used to be built so that we could live with the climate, right? We could live with the climate. People had stilts. They came home in the evening, it was cool. Now you come in a home in the evening, it's sweaty hot. But we've got air conditioning. One of the inventions of the smart human species who is taking over this planet from the power and the control of the multifaceted biodiversity. We, the humans, as part of the journey of industrial revolution, have started to take over. I'm sometimes wondering, how would it look like if we watch it from Mars? In a very short time period, the last 300 years. You know, suddenly you see things popping up all over the planet. Before you just saw green, blue. Those were the two main colors. Green, where all the biodiversity was. Blue, where the clean oceans were. Now you spot apparently mountains of plastic bottles on the oceans, gathering together for the sake of saying, thank you humans for inventing us in the first place. 300 years ago we were not there. So great stuff that Penang has banned plastic bags. We need action. It's time for the revolution. From top down, from bottom up, from sideways, and in our hearts. We need to get down with a green mask of pretending that we care, but not actually doing anything serious in practice. So we used to have those kampong houses that were cool. But we've invented electricity. We have invented air conditioning. Now we have houses where the heat during the day gets absorbed and it gets released in the night. So it's nice and hot. And it's not healthy to have the air conditioning run all the time. I saw a statistic the other day. In a refereed scientific journal, they compared the Petronas Twin Towers with the Green Tech office in Bangi. Petronas Twin Towers, over 60% evidence of sick building syndrome. What is the sick building syndrome? When people are not healthy, when they feel sick, when they are off leave, when they have a temperature, when they are coughing, that can be impacted by the atmosphere in our buildings. When you move in a new building, when you go into shopping malls here in Malaysia, you have this smell, right, of volatile organic carbons, solvents. They're destroying our lives, they're destroying our children. How much do we care about all of these things that make a big impact? So, over 60% of the people in the Twin Towers showed evidence of that. In this other office that was an eco-friendly office, only 30% plus. This is money. This is social issues. This is about caring and putting it into practice. How much money can we save if we have a building that doesn't need air conditioning? That's why we need new power plants in Malaysia to manage the peak demand from air conditioning during the day. If we can get rid of that, we might not need another couple of apparently nuclear plants that we need in Malaysia, right?
Yes.
So, we need to get real. We need to take action. If we go for negawatts instead of megawatts, we do good for the economy. Malaysia is inefficient, electricity is cheap, business don't invest in electrical efficiency because they think it takes too long to get the return. Other countries invest more because electricity costs more. Malaysia needs to wake up. The world needs to wake up. We need to wake up. Back to what we can do. Even from another point of view, if we look at buildings, this was what the Romans did. It was made from fly ash and lime. 2,000-year-old building before the invention of cement. Now we make everything with cement. And cement we burn limestone, calcium carbonate. We release all of the CO2 that was captured by Mother Nature over millions of years. Same with coal. Same with oil and gas. The Malaysian economy. It's been easy to take out the oil, to take out the gas, to make the money from the timber. If this country doesn't wake up and become an innovation economy, once all of these resources are run out, then the economy is going to be no money, no honey. So we need to shift. We need to move on to more sustainable solutions. This was a condo I visited some weeks ago in Butterworth. They used insulated concrete blocks. The building was cheaper than a normal building. And they didn't tell the residents that they used insulation. But it is insulated. Nobody knew. People were just surprised. Why do we not need air conditioning? This is the kind of stuff we need, where the developer can save money by going green, and the resident can save money, and we can reduce our electricity consumption. This was a system I implemented in KL with my friend Gregors in our condo. Nobody is recycling. Yes, the cleaners are recycling to make some makan money. So how can we help them to make more makan money? We just set up a simple system, paper up there, cardboard up there, bottles, cans down there. We nearly tripled the recycling rate, nearly 3 times more money for the cleaners, very easy. And the cleaners were our heroes. We need to empower people as well to go green, from the bottom up. This is my green pension system. What are you investing your money in? Is your money destroying the planet, or is the money healing the planet? Every day, those trees absorb carbon dioxide, turn it into oxygen, and they will give me a good pension income in 20 years' time. They will never be chopped down. There will only be selective harvesting and replanting. This is a green investment opportunity. We can mobilize people to plant trees. We did some huge, one of the groups I founded, Eco Warriors, some huge tree plantings in a degraded peat swamp. My experience is Malaysians are ready to get into action, but they drop off very fast. They don't last very long. They get excited one day planting some trees, or there's a green celebrity there. Yeah, today we are green. But we need to make it a fundamental, holistic part of our life. And plant more trees with the children here in Malaysia. The children of this planet. This is one of my heroes, Roger Yu from the Philippines. He planted these trees because he wanted his son to be proud one day of him. He planted them in the Philippines. He gave jobs to the local people that might have otherwise found it difficult. Roger is not here anymore. He passed away far too young, 2.5 years ago. Actually, him passing away was one of the triggers that made me start the Eco Warrior movement. Time for action. It can be too late any day. He is gone, but his trees are still there. The contributions that he has made are a legacy for his son, for the local people. What is going to be your legacy that you're going to leave on this planet? The money we can't take with us. Yes, it gives us security, but it's not the journey to total happiness. Meaning, leaving something behind. Connect for a moment with your children that you are going to have in the future. Maybe they're not yet there, but for most of you, they will come. What future are you going to give them? We are living off the credit card of the future children. Within the short period of the last 300 years of industrial revolution, we have grabbed most of what planet Earth has developed over millions of years. We are taking more than we deserve. We are taking away from future generations. Some predictions are 1 meter sea level increase by the end of this century. Other people even more. Penang might have to put up barriers to protect against that. The cost of adaptation to climate change will be apparently 10 times more than doing something about it now. What are you doing about it? What is your life legacy going to be in the future? What do you stand for? Are you just wearing a green mask? Or are you living green in reality? For the sake of our children, we need to live green. We need to buy green. We need to offer green in our businesses, whether it's products or whether it's services. The economy has the impact. And we need to invest green. Is your money doing good and giving you a return, or have you invested things that make money from destroying the planet? Ask yourself those questions. It's time to go green. Live green, do green, buy green, offer green, invest green. Are you ready for the green revolution? Are you with me?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
please don't say this unless you mean it. It's easy to say it here today. I hope to see you being part of the change. Are you doing all you can? Are you really doing all you can for the sake of your future generation? Thank you.
A big round of applause to Matthias. Welcome to the stand. So, are the speakers awesome? Yeah. Yes, not? Yeah. Let's cheers for them. Are you looking for more? More inspiration? Yes. Alright, our next speaker. He is a senior fellow of Penang think tank, SERI, Socio-Economic and Environmental Research Institute. Besides, he is also a columnist for the Sun newspapers, focusing